What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be hopefully painting the calipers on the Jeep here. So I do have to run and go ahead and start it up here. I do have to run and go grab a jack and some jack stands. Hopefully I'm going to go ahead and hit Harbor Freight and hopefully we can get that, and then hopefully we'll be able to slap these together and we'll see what's going to happen. Alright, so it's been like 3 hours since I filmed that intro, and so far I haven't been able to find 3-ton jack stands absolutely anywhere. I was able to find some 2-tons at O'Reilly's, but I'm gonna have to just send those. It's just gonna have the front up and then the back up, so it shouldn't really matter having like having it on like a 2-ton, because it shouldn't be more than 4,000 pounds then. Plus I'm gonna keep a 3-ton jack under it, so we'll see what's gonna happen, I guess. Alright, so after not being able to find a set of 3-ton jack stands, I ended up just going with the 2-ton. So I also got a few different things here to use for this. So we got a wire brush set. I just want to grab these at Harbor Freight for super cheap. I'll put a link down below for some Amazon ones that are very similar if you guys just want to go ahead and order everything in advance so you have it. And then I have some painter's tape, just some blue Scotch blue painter's tape. Next, I went and bought a brush, just like a nice brush from Home Depot. That way I can paint it on a little bit better, hopefully, than the brush that comes with this. This is a dupli-color set. I got this at like Advanced. They have it on Amazon. Again, everything will be linked below. I'll put a brush, tape, everything you need is going to be linked below. So you can go ahead and grab that. It comes with a caliper cleaner, so I'm going to go ahead and prep them with that caliper cleaner. It also comes with this brush, which is a terrible brush, and then a little stir. And then of course they're gonna give you their own little masking tape, which is pretty cheap, and I'm not gonna trust it as much. So, and then it comes with, of course, the caliper paint. I've never done this before, so it's gonna be kind of a learning experience for me. I've watched quite a few videos to like understand what I'm doing a little bit better, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started and go ahead and take the front wheels off and get it on the jack stands all jacked up, and yeah, let's get to it. Quick little update for you guys. You can tell I'm sweaty as hell. It's nice out here. So I finally got them up on the jack stands. I didn't record it because they're kind of being that pain, but got these babies all set. They're off. These are off in the front. Over here I have jack still under here. It's nice and resting. Just a rester boy, just in case. And then yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and prep these now, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so far we got them cleaned pretty good. I just used brake cleaner. This brush is coming in super handy. There's lots of dust coming off. Luckily mine are in pretty good shape because it's a pretty new car. And then I also have a 70-30 bottle of isopropyl alcohol. Nice fast drying, so it's not going to affect anything, but it's going to pull that little grit off. So if you guys can get your hands on it, I would recommend it. I know things are weird right now and you're not really able to, but yeah, so I'm going to start taping some stuff off and then we're going to get to it. Alright, so we got it taped up pretty good. I don't really need too much because we are brushing it on, so I think this will be fine and kind of cover everything that I need. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then we're going to start painting. Alright, so we got a tiny little cardboard box here. Let me see if I could see what you guys are seeing. Alright, so we got a tiny little cardboard box going down here. Probably can't see it, just in case anything drips. Just kind of have that under there. We got our little can. We're going to go ahead and open it. See what we're working with here. So here you can kind of see the red. Looks pretty good. We'll see how it's gonna look on the car, I guess. Worst comes to worst, I freaking paint it off and then try something else. But yeah, so I'm gonna grab the little stir that it provides in the little package. And it's super thick down at the bottom, so we're gonna really wanna stir this for a little while. It says about a minute, so let's try and get it stirred up nicely, get the bottom to the top. I'm gonna start by trying my fancy brush. I'll leave a link for everything in this video down below so you guys can figure out what you guys want. But I'm gonna start with this big brush. It's kind of big, so it'll let me get these big pieces and hopefully better kind of get in here. I do have the little one, so I can try that, but let's go ahead and see. So this is where we're at. We got the second coat on. You can see it's starting to come and look a little bit better. It's a little bit smoother now. I do want to recommend that you use some gloves because this is going to it's super sticky and it's going to get on your hands and it doesn't come off very easily. So yeah, definitely do that. So that side looks good. And you're going to swing around. And this side is also done. So that's 2 coats. We're going to go ahead and go for 3. So right now we have just the 2. Kind of see from a range how good it looks. It's going to look so good behind the black wheel once it's all said and done. Yeah, so we're going to let it dry for another 15-20 minutes and then go ahead and do a 3rd coat, and then once that's dry we'll leave it and to dry, and then we'll put the wheel back on and go to the back. Update for you guys. We got it back down on all 4. Probably can't see it because it's getting dark out and whatnot, but once you get up close you can see it. I didn't do another update on it, but it looks real good behind the black wheels. You can kind of see it there. It's a little bit more adjusted. Both sides are all set. Now it's just time to jack up the back and try and beat the clock. They have about an hour to do the back. Luckily the back ones are smaller and I know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to go ahead and crank it out. Hopefully get it done pretty quick and then show you the final result. So I didn't really record it last night because it got dark and everything. But we did get the backs done. It's super hard to see probably right now, but you can see the backs are done as well. Obviously the front is done. I think I showed that last night though, but there it is on a gloomy day. The paint, it came out pretty good. You can see it's kind of glossy looking once it's all done. The red is a decent red, I guess. Overall it came out pretty smooth and pretty nice for doing it super quick. And even on the back where I kind of rushed it, it came out just fine. I kind of just got it everywhere basically and made a mess and did it quick. One thing, there's a bunch of tips, but I'll go ahead and tell those in a few minutes once I get to another spot. You see the wheels are nice and dirty. I gotta wash it, but yeah, I'll give some tips of things, and then obviously everything will be linked down in the description below that you guys are gonna need to do this, and anything that I would recommend getting after doing it. Now it's just a matter of hoping that my my brakes are gonna work. So I'll get back with you in just a minute. Alright, so to close out this video, I'm going to go ahead and say that there are some things that I would definitely recommend that are kind of side note from the things that it suggests or other people suggest. One thing is definitely a brush. A lot of people say get a brush. I used both the little one first to get the little details, which even then I would buy a better brush. I'll put one down in the description that I would recommend. And then on top of that, I would also say that you guys should definitely get a bigger brush that can kind of do all the bigger parts easier. Another thing that I would definitely recommend for this is that you get gloves, like rubber gloves, if you can find them. I know it's kind of weird right now. I'll try and put a link down below for ones on Amazon if you guys can grab those. But yeah, those 3 things are kind of key. Another thing is just toothpicks. Grab some toothpicks for when you're peeling the paint off at the end so you can kind of get in there. Unless you wait until it's completely dry. I did it just as they were pretty much khaki and pretty much dry, and a couple little spots got peeled a little bit, so just from bumping my hand, so it's a little easier to just get into those little creases and get it with that. Like I said, everything you need will be linked down below, including the kit, brake cleaner, brushes, metal wire brushes to clean them. Pretty much everything that you would need to do it is going to be linked down below. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions about it, make sure you comment them down below. Of course, I'll be able to help you guys out with that. And of course, if you have any, if you got any information from this or you like the way that it looks on the Jeep, make sure you click that like button down below. And of course, subscribe to stay up with future content. We have tons of content coming on the Jeep, big surprises, all kinds of things that are crazy. I've been spending so much money. I'm actually about to go film another thing for it today that I'm about to do. So that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.